Yeah.
I was
A couple of dice with
definitely
death.
that way.
And then we got out of the manor and we were taking a short rest.
Message bank of 04237882.
That's Bernard. Who's told Bernard? Is that you, Maddie?
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Excellent.
I double check.
All right. Yeah. So sorry. Please continue, Maria, with the update. So yeah.
Sorry about that brief interruption. I thought I'd muted myself.
No, that's okay. I think that was all that was really necessary, wasn't
exactly.
it? Exactly.
Yeah, Bernard's not coming, so push on.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we're like sitting on the front stairs trying to recover.
That's exactly right. That's where we left it. Ass is kicked. A couple of dices with.
Yeah. So Fisk and Irina are still in the building, and I think Fisk had just finished off one of the last of the critters.
Oh, I thought he'd actually moved outside. I
No,
didn't realise they didn't make that last.
So I'll move him and Irina now out to the outside. So Cage is sort of snuggled up next to Irina in the background there. You've got the cart out the front, and of course you have the weather omnipresent as it is.
Ready.
Doing an assignment at the moment, and I've got like 10,000 tabs open, so my computer is so slow.
Yeah, that's how mine is. I've been trying to shut some of them, but because I'm part way through an assignment, I can't get rid of some stuff. I haven't.
Yeah, you can't risk it.
Yeah. Very painful. So I just wanted to check, Dunk, with the short rest, had you... I've been trying to get Cage's character sheet up. I keep losing it because my computer's so slow. But were you able to give him a short rest last week?
Yeah, so Cage is 64 of 76. So I think I did short rest him. Let's just have a look at... I'll just bring his character sheet up.
So, because I had 55 of 67.
Oh, no, he should be 64. That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Remember last week, week before, we had issues with them taking the updates. It wasn't taking the updates to the rests, so we were trying to do it. Well, I just tried to do mine offline after that. It wasn't adding anything in.
Yeah, so he has used 4 of his short rests. He's hit die, sorry, out of a short rest. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. So we can roll some more. But now I've got him as death.
There's
Did
some
you
weird
just change him or anything?
I haven't done anything because I can only basically push buttons and roll stuff. I can't make updates. That's why, like, I've just refreshed and suddenly he's on death saves as well, and I don't know why.
That is so weird.
Something weird going on with his character.
I just checked. So I don't know. I think someone's like,
because
when I go to the top level, I'm getting 64 out of 76.
Okay.
And then when I go to view...
Yeah, I just refreshed and suddenly there's death save stuff there. So there's something weird going on with his character sheet.
Yeah.
Is that Cage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really weird. I don't understand.
And his max hit points is weird as well.
His points dropped, did you find?
Yeah. 4 out of 76. He should have 76.
Do you think there's a glitch?
I don't know. That's weird. Is anyone else having issues there? No, his highest possible is 72. So 67 is his maximum hit points. So, okay. So he is then out of 67. Very weird. Okay, he's 64 out of 67. That's where I'm leaving it. Let's move on from Cage. So, are the rest of you all suitably, sorted?
I think so. My hit points went back up to full, which is weird, and it reset all of my key points and things, even though...
And you only did a short rest.
I'm sure. Yeah. Maybe it is 9 then.
Mine went up to full because I used my wild shape.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But not my spell slots. I didn't get them back.
Yeah, let me just check Cage if I can see the spell slots and stuff. So Cage is now on 64 of 67 when I've refreshed Dunk, so the death saving stuff is gone.
Yeah, I just fixed that, yeah. Anyway, that's alright. Okay, cool.
I've got most of my... I've literally 1 point off full hit points, but my spell slots are still being used.
Yeah, so that makes sense. Alright, so back to the sort of dull rain that's just surrounding you. Your attention's just sort of momentarily caught on the mud that's in front of the cart. You just see the raindrops splashing and sort of causing ripples, and there's a smell of both sweat and sort of the wet dank of this old building and the mud all mixed together in your senses as you're sitting there huddled together on the steps leading back into the mansion of Argynvost. The door shut but unlocked behind you.
We've got them out there. Let's go. And that coffin is burnt, right? It's gone.
I don't think the coffin caught fire, did it?
No.
What are we going to do with it?
Keep Cage
Still
away.
There.
Save it. We might need it for one of us yet.
That's very thrifty of you, Nick. Always trying to save us a couple of coppers. Thanks. Oh, so what are we going to do? I mean, we came here for a purpose. I was drawn here by whatever silver dragon revenant. However, the revenants have just got the run of the place, so I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I had an idea about maybe if we're going to try to re-enter. Sorry, I'm just looking back in my messages because I had saved some information. I recall the name of the guy we had come to see.
Oh, the ghost.
And I thought,
wasn't it?
the one that the warrior we met on the road ages and ages ago told us to go and see when we came to Argynvost. And I thought maybe what we should do if we do try to re-enter is announce ourselves and ask for him. See if anyone comes out. I don't know. That's one idea.
No, that's a good idea. Right, I was just trying to find his name as well.
Vladimir Horngard.
Because we mentioned it
by
last
one of
time.
his knights of the Order of the Silver Dragon to help.
He told us to come. We could try and stick our
sure
back in.
Or we could go in through the broken tower and just more strategically try to clean house. It would be another alternative. What are we trying to achieve here apart?
Well, the knight told us to go see Vladimir, right?
Mm.
I don't think there was anything hidden, but we thought there might be He wants us to meet Vladimir Horngard, which was the name of the silver dragon in the dream, blah, 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 because we need allies. Just don't know if he's going to give us anything. I mean, just going back to the tarot and all of those things that the old lady told us about. Stani woman. We know the sun sword's somewhere else, and we've got to get back for the Dusk Elves for that. We lost the book. We have the amulet. Argynvost. Yeah, I mean, we could... Yeah. We could put our head in and just call out. I mean, all we know is that it's haunted. We don't know what help he can give us.
But there might be more of those little, whatever they were.
The revenants?
Vampire, yeah.
The revenants. Okay, Dunk. So Cage is going to just open up the door. Do you like it?
Cage is, sorry, I like this.
Cage is getting sacrificed. Basically.
Tied to the end of my staff. We poke him through the door.
Fate. You can't fight fate, right? There's a coffin with his name on it.
There's a coffin with his name out the front, that's right.
So
yeah, he's done.
He doesn't know that, though.
That's true. So Cage is going to open the door and call out for Vladimir Horngard and say, we were sent by one of your knights. We would like to parley with you. Let's see if he'll parley.
So he says this rather confidently and loudly.
Yes.
And the rest of you are still outside, yeah?
Yeah. We're on the steps.
Mm-hmm.
He's just basically standing up from us.
So hang on, say that again.
So if you picture the steps, we're on the steps, right? And then you've got the door. So we're just below. We're not that far away from him. So Cage is just going to push open the door, not walk in, but call from the door.
Right. He turns back and closes the door behind him. He looks a little white and sullen. And he turns to you and he says, I did as you beckoned. And I don't know if it was coincidence or not, but I'm reasonably certain some shadow played upon the stairs, those grand staircase leading up. I don't know if that was a sign or whether that was just a freak aspect of the shadows. But the revenant's body still lies dead where it was dispatched by our good friend Fisk.
Mm-hmm.
But the staircase beckons, I guess, us. Do we dare go higher into this grand old mansion? Or do we flee with our lives intact? Perhaps we could take that cart.
Perhaps we could announce our intentions to come in and that we would like to talk, but we would like some sort of sign that will be protected and not attacked by the revenants. So push Cage back in to go say that, open the door and say that.
He stumbles through that. Give Cage a performance check, please.
Okay. Well, he's not too bad. Remember, he's a mage, right? So, or a sorcerer. So he should have some sort of natural artistic ability for performance. Perhaps.
Charisma is his thing.
Even though he did have one rotting eye and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he's healed, right? Being werewolf now.
It healed, didn't it?
Yeah.
It did. That's correct.
So he's back to his normal self, though maybe not full self, given that that's not very high.
He's a little nervous and he sort of sputters, but he comes back and he says, there's nothing but silence greeting my bequest.
Okay. Okay. The silver dragon stops being so pushy. Okay. Starfire will go up and grab Cage by the arm and go, right, let's go in. Let's go and see Vladimir Horngard.
I'll go too. I'm going to bark skin it up, though, before I do.
Alright. So, Cage and Irina comes as well. So the rest, you should be able to... Fisk is bravely going as well. So you guys going to go up the stairs?
Yes.
He is coming. She doesn't like being left out.
The rain.
FOMO.
Wolfrel, you're coming as well?
Yeah.
But she's bark skinning.
I'm bark skinning. I don't know what rush of blood I had to my head last week, but I've recovered from it, I believe.
Alrighty. So Cage and Starfire are leading the way. And Fisk is bringing up the rear with Ear.
Yeah.
So as you come up to this area, sort of, there are two stone balconies flanking the main foyer below.
Okay.
Balusters carved to resemble knights in shining armour support their elegantly carved stone railings. Weapons and shields festoon the walls along each of these walkways. So this is to the north of you and to the south of you. Yeah. You should be all seeing the map currently. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
While alabaster busts of handsome men flank hallways that lead north and south away from the foyer. At the west end of each balcony is an archway that leads to a spiral staircase going up. So that you can see these spiral staircases right down at the end here.
Mm-hmm.
And there's two. But other than that, you can see that there are these hallways going north and south, and sections to the east and to the west. So, what say ye? I'll just move Cage to there.
I reckon that if Vladimir Horngard was a silver dragon, he would have a room at the top because he'd want to be able to get out easy to transform and fly, right? That's my feeling.
Yep.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Given cages are ready to the north, we'll go that way.
Alright, where you going to go, Starfire?
I'm trying to... Sorry. It's like my keyboard doesn't want to grab stuff, like tokens and things.
Make sure you're on arrow, so you can select.
Yeah, no, definitely on arrow. I'm hoping to have learnt that lesson from last time. So trying to get to those stairs. So I think we're pulling Wolfrel with us in a box. Sorry, Dal.
In a box?
It was like this box outlined the three of us in blue, so when I tried to move one, 3 tokens moved, unless that was Dunk helping us.
That's all right, I'll keep going with you. Irina can come too.
Fisk comes up, and Irina comes up as well. So you're going to now go up.
Yeah.
To the so this narrow staircase. So you've sort of got these narrow sort of staircases, and there's these windows that illuminate this dusty 5-foot wide spiral staircase. So you can see that there's like these windows that come in, and obviously the daylight that still remains outside filters through those. And you're about to go up, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hang on, I've got some sort of...
Are you sticking with Arcia?
Yeah.
Dunk, did you prepare for us to like leave Argynvost and get back on the road by any chance for Valakai or Wachterholt?
You can do whatever you want. It's not my...
I'm just wondering, did we just ruin all of your planning?
We constantly do that. He's probably prepared for us to do 10 different things.
That's right. Well, I have learnt my lesson.
There is never truly a plan.
Except the one that's last minute. We have a plan. We have an action list. We have a strategy. We're good. It's just that, we're agile. That's what we are. We're agile.
Adaptable.
Come on.
Mm-hmm. Very adaptable. Whether somebody gets turned into a werewolf, somebody dies, we're good.
Sorry, just give me 2 secs. That just clearly didn't work for me. Copy. Ah, that's worked. Right. As you take the steps up, the stone echoes on each footfall as you now find yourselves in a corridor not dissimilar to what you saw below. So as you come up, you emerge through a tattered black curtain, and it leads into the top of these sort of stairs here.
There's a lot of destruction.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're out the front here. Starfire, you're there, and Cage is up there with Ea.
Okay.
And it's up forward.
So there is a door shut here, and then there is a wealth of destruction, so to speak. The roof over this part of the mansion has collapsed, creating a 20-foot diameter gaping hole with broken rafters bisecting it. Dark storm clouds roll across the sky overhead. Rain is pouring in through the gap. And the floor is piled with rocks, broken tiles, shattered beams, and other debris. Beneath the rubble lie a sagging floor and puddles of rainwater, just in front of where you two are. There's that door to the north.
Okay.
So the door where I am is locked or closed? Did you say? Sorry.
This door here is closed.
Yep. Closed, okay. And then can see all the destruction. And so do we think that old mate's room is down here?
Hard to tell. If this is the top level. Why don't we just go through the doors near you? Yeah, I don't remember the layout very well. If we came from stairs that came along and up, if this room would effectively be over where the center is, right? Would there be another room this way? There would be, right? Maybe this is the best bet, is to take one of these doors, like the one at the end.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just trying to think layout.
So, Ea, did you try and open that door to the north?
This door? No, I'm not. I haven't moved that far yet. I was just conferring with my...
No, the one that's just north
that
of you.
One?
There's a door. Yeah.
No,
Sorry, did you say you opened it? I thought you asked me whether it was unlocked.
Yeah, I kind of nudged it.
You nudged it.
Yeah.
So you
See
did
if it was
open
ajar. No, I didn't turn any knobs. Just kind of see if it's ajar, kind of situation.
Yeah, so it freely moves in and out, and so it squeaks as it does that.
Oh, great. And then?
Well, what are you going to do?
And now I'm scared. I say, oh shit, and then I go, Fisk!
Get Fisk to go. That's his job.
And Fisk moves up and sneaks and checks for traps.
Okay, give him a investigation check.
Give me 2 seconds to pull up his character sheet. I don't know where Dad is. I called him like 3 times.
He says he's in apologies. I'm 15.
Yeah,
so I don't know if that means he's 15 years old or he's 15 minutes out. One or the other.
I love that he responded to you and not me.
I'm the dungeon master.
He's more scared of Duncan right now.
Oh, apparently he's drunk. His partner just messaged me.
Right.
Saying like, yeah, we're a bit smashed.
That's good to know.
This should be funny.
So, did you roll?
I'm just getting up his character sheet because my computer's being slow.
Starfire and Cage might just go up and stick their nose into the room while Fisk is looking in as well.
So as I said, you can now see beyond there, this room has a tiled floor and an iron bathtub filled with debris from the collapsed roof. A torn curtain hangs in an open doorway in the centre of the east wall.
This one?
Yep. So you can see the bathtub there, and then that's the curtain.
Okay, so Starfire and Cage start to poke around the room.
Oh, so you're going to poke around the room?
Yep. We're going to walk into the room.
Into this room?
I might join.
Yep.
That looks like a bad idea.
I'll join them.
That could be a very bad idea. However, it's too late.
So, Wolfrel, what are you doing? So, at this point, Fisk is checking. He says that it doesn't appear to be any traps. It looks quite well used, actually. And he says, do you want me to open it?
I was going to follow Starfire and Cage.
Upon the realization that the others have run ahead, Fisk goes, oh my god, those fucking morons. And then steps back and follows quietly behind.
Alright, Irina does the same.
Yeah, me and Irina are sticking back here.
Oh, best buddies now. Hey?
Yeah, best buddies.
As you come down, you see to the west. The west wall of this 50-foot long, 30-foot wide audience hall has crumbled, leaving a gaping hole and a pile of rubble.
Okay. Is that something with wings that we spy over here? Is this a tomb?
Is this a what?
A tomb? I'm just trying to figure out, are these wings either side of this thing?
Yeah, kind of. I'll get to that.
Okay.
Weapons and shields that once hung from the walls have fallen to the floor and succumbed to rust. A large wooden throne, carved to resemble a dragon with unfolding wings, faces 3 tall windows at the west. These ones here. Slumped in the throne is a gaunt, armoured figure with one gauntlet wrapped around the hilt of a once and still great sword.
Okay, so he's holding a great sword. Starfire will call out in Draconic and ask if that is Vladimir Horngard. Ask.
If you've come to destroy me, know this. I perished defending this land from evil over 4 centuries ago, and because of my failure, I am forever doomed. Sure, if you destroy this body, my spirit will find a new corpse to inhabit, and I will hunt you down. You cannot free me from my damnation, nor would I wish it. If you've come to free this land from the creature that feasts on the blood of the innocent, know this. There is no monster I hate more than Strahd von Zavarch. He slew Argynvost, broke the life of the knight I loved, and destroyed the valiant order to which I devoted my life. But Strahd has already died once. The creature that is this, you now believe to be Vladimir Horngard, stands up and presents himself to, steps out of there and presents himself now, fully, staring rightly, looking deeply into your eyes, Starfire, as some sort of form of recognition of your draconic form makes him pause for a moment. But he cannot be allowed to die again. Instead, he must suffer eternally in a hell of his own creation, from which he can never escape. Whatever can be done to bring him misery and unrest, I will do, but I will destroy anyone who tries to end his torment.
Okay. So, how do you propose? Is there a way to free the town and the country then from Strahd's grasp?
There is no way to rid this land, nor shall I entertain ridding this land of Strahd. What we must do is we must make his life more tormentful, dispatch his agents, and ensure that he never, ever meets the love of his life. And he pauses as Irina comes around the corner. And he stops and stares at her, silent.
This is Sally, and I will introduce the rest of the cast and group. So Sally, Wolfro, and I'll go around and introduce everybody. I hope that Irina plays along. So I'll give him a very quick synopsis of the group and how we were shipwrecked and came to the land, blah, blah, blah. And
we'd like to leave this land.
And we'd like to leave. So selfishly, we're trying to find a way to free ourselves from this place. But I will let him know that the knight had told us to come here to see him, and that I've also been having some very strange visions. So I was looking for a way to understand what those visions were.
He moves towards you, just at the edge of the rubble, and he says, "Come forward, for you have my liege's form. Are you perhaps an ancestor, or even a descendant of Lord Argynvost?"
Could be. Parentage slightly unknown, raised by monks. So I'll come forward then. I'll get up closer.
His attitude changes significantly when he sees you, and he thinks, well, he says, see.
You want pizza?
What is that?
Dad, we can hear all of that.
Excellent. I wonder what that was.
Hey, Ben.
I've just snuck in.
Hello.
Everything's okay.
Everything's okay.
Are you sure you don't want pizza?
I'm okay with not wanting pizza.
Okay.
All right. So Vladimir Horngard says, if you seek to assist your bloodline, know this: I served my master Argynvost with my life. I am sworn, as are my knights, to forever discharge his desire. And with that, we have now lost our Lord. His spirit does not rest. If you are seeking for your own sake perhaps your bloodline, then go to Strahd's castle and return our Lord's head and reform it to his body above us. And with that, you will bring some light and some hope to this lost land. And perhaps that in itself will torment Strahd even more, that the souls and the soulless of this land will have a beacon of hope here in Argynvost, lit by my liege's own soul once his head has returned to his body.
So
For
is the body above us, as in on the roof?
That is correct.
Gee, we missed that when we came in. Okay. Well, that explains a lot about the visions. The visions are asking me to free, I'm going to be very broad here, free the land, free the souls. So, okay, we can add the head to our action list. So you believe it's in Strahd's castle?
Yes, it is deep in Strahd's castle. And if you need some assistance, my knights would stand willing to slay any and many of his dark, fiendish, disgusting, slimy creatures that serve him. We would stand ready to assist you to bring the head back here.
Woohoo.
Okay. And how many of your knights are there? They wouldn't happen to be the revenants downstairs, would they?
My knights are revenants. If they have caused you trouble, rest easy, for they will reform in the morning, as they inhabit another body, and will return to me. He says, there are some in their quarters, and he points to the north. I shall go and fetch them, and give them instructions to ready themselves for battle, to make the way for the return of our liege's body to be brought intact here.
Okay, so they'll help us bring the head back. Okay, well, while you let them know that we're friends and we're all here to help, I think what would be really good if we all gather around and have a wee plan, because we did commit to try and get a few other things to help with this mission to bring the head back, like the sun sword. So we were thinking we'd go and grab the Dusk Elves and get the sun sword, and then we could possibly go and get the head. So we could do a trip on our way back, maybe? Or would the revenants come with us?
My revenants will stay, and we will know when it is time to assist you.
Okay, works for us. You don't happen to have any magical items or things that could help with this quest, do you? Anything that might be useful?
You have my men and my sword, and he grips his sword, and you can tell that it's certainly magical, and you can see that he's wearing a sort of platinum holy symbol of the morning star around his neck. And he says, bring the head of Argynvost. We will take it to the mausoleum, and we will light the beacon of hope to this dark land, and with that torment Strahd even more as he loses grip of his dominion, yet cannot escape it or fix it.
Okay. So it's all about tormenting Strahd. Okay. Should I take the sword with me?
Should you achieve this? He doesn't look like he's letting go of his great sword in any way. He says, if you shall achieve this, you will set myself and my revenant knights at rest at last. We will be able to stand easy, knowing that the beacon itself will forever torment Strahd von Zarevich. And he spits a dry, reaching spit, yet nothing exits his mouth.
Okay. Can he give us his version of history of Strahd and what Strahd is? Because that would be really helpful as well to know what we're up against when we go to get the head.
Strahd is the most foulest of creatures. He made a pact with the dark powers that inhabit this very land. And it is Strahd himself who has brought this curse upon him. For he slay his own brother to be with the one woman that he loves. And Vladimir stops and pauses and looks up at Irina, who suddenly sort of feels a little bit faint, and she sort of drops a little and rests up against the wall, and then slowly slumps down to her feet, clutching at her neck. And she goes, "Yes, it's true. I've been unable to escape him, life after life. I feel that my life, this life, I am yet just another toy, another hapless quest for Strahd." And Vladimir then says, yes, he took his brother's life so that his brother, could not be united with his one true love, that his brother Sergei. And as soon as Vladimir says Sergei, you hear a gasp from Irina, and she suddenly stands back up, and she goes, "Does he live? Does my beloved live?" And with that, Vladimir says, "Strahd has struck him from this world, and forever pays that toll, taking the life and the lifeblood of others to enable his own evil, dark power and dominion over this land." And that's basically what he says.
Thanks.
Right.
Okay, if you wouldn't mind prepping the knights, just so that we can get out of here without being attacked, that would be great. Thank you.
He basically moves through you, and he cautiously goes around Irina, and then he comes up to here, and he opens the door. And
Where's he
steps through. He's up here near ear, and steps in, and then you hear him commanding.
Oh, that one. Lucky we didn't open that, hey?
Yeah.
Hey? No.
Lucky we didn't open that.
And as you follow him through the dust and the cobwebs, you see faded war banners adorning the walls of this spacious chamber, in the centre of which stands a heavy wooden table. An iron chandelier hangs above the table, which is surrounded by 6 high-backed chairs with wood-carved dragons perched atop them. Slumped in 5 of the chairs are skeletal humans in tattered chainmail. These corpses tilt their heads in the direction of their lord, and one of them says, "Lord Horngard," and the rest of them then all stand. They are wearing sort of broken chainmail, and they all have like either some sort of long sword or great sword. And one of them looks slightly different to the others. One is not the same. And you also notice that the fireplace, there's a shield-shaped patch in the wall above the mantelpiece, but it's sort of now been taken. So, assuming you're all coming along, yes?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about that.
So should we not make sure that he's saying be nice to them and don't secretly double cross us?
Yeah.
Now you hear him say that basically that the first thing he says is that Sergei's betrothed and beloved is here with these people, and a descendant of our lord Argynvost is here as well. For he did, and he turns to you, Starfire, For he did take human form and walk amongst us, and lead us his army. Only those who were the closest and most trusted in his order knew that his true form was in fact a silver dragon. Yet, upon his death, those of us that were truly sworn to him have found that we too cannot die. So great is our sorrow at the loss of our Lord, and so much is our hate of Strahd, who took our Lord's life. And all of them then sort of go, Strahd must suffer.
Okay.
And they all sort of look.
There's 5 of them, right? Did you say? Or 6?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I said 5, didn't I? One of them not looking the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, slumped in 5 of the chairs are skeletal humans and tattered remains. And this one then comes forward.
Oh, I can see it now. Sorry, my computer wasn't letting me move. Okay.
That's unusual, Maria.
I know.
Dad, where's your video?
Isn't
Yeah.
it there? Isn't it there?
No.
Are you hiding away from us today?
Obviously not, Maria. Given my no reason why I would do that.
Of course
Yeah.
not.
Have you got clothes
Obviously
on?
not.
Yeah, that was the next question. Is it because you're just naked and drunk, and that's how you got home? Because we're not judging.
No, we're judging.
here.
There's no
Oh.
judging. It's just we want the camera left off if that's the case.
You shouldn't judge.
We would never judge for any of that.
Judgment.
So this revenant knight comes up to Irina and says, "It is you. It is you, Irina. You are reincarnate." And he goes, starts to sort of say that when Strahd died and became a vampire, my beloved Vladimir and his knights should have gone to their everlasting rest, but their spirits couldn't lead Strahd's domain. We marched to Castle Ravenloft and were confronted by the Vistani. And the Vistani seer, Madame Eva, was told that Strahd had died, only to become a prisoner in his own land, tormented by the death of his beloved Tatiana, which is you, my darling Irina, and the murder of his brother Sergei. It was at this point that I lost my love. Vladimir ceased his advance and led us all back here to Argynvost. And ever since then, realizing that Strahd has already died and been damned to his own hell, with nowhere else to go and nothing else to do, he sets our knights and myself to kill Strahd's agents and anyone else who might help to ease Strahd's torment. Consumed by hatred, my beloved needs redemption, and if you can but bring the skull of our Lord Argynvost back here to be reunited with its body in the mausoleum below, then hope will at least then enter our hearts, and perhaps Vladimir will remember who I am and how we once loved.
Wow, that's a lot of
This is getting
information to unpack
creepy.
right there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of what?
That's a lot of information to unpack right there.
Mhm.
A lot.
That's
Ugh.
what he looks like. And he introduces himself as
Sex.
Sir Godfrey.
Oh,
So
okay.
Godfrey. So Godfrey
Sir
the
Godfrey
Brave.
Gwilym. Gwilym. How do you pronounce that?
GYW.
Gwilym. Sir Godfrey Gwilym.
Okay, thank you.
Irina asks him whether he knows where her love is.
Hey? Say that again.
Ask him where
Isn't that who he's
Sergei
talking
is.
to?
Say that again, sorry.
Irina asks him if he knows where her love is.
Ask Irina.
who straddles Irina, asks him, Godfrey, if Godfrey knows where her love is, who Strahd also took.
Go to the west, my dear. Go to the west. And in the pool you may find what you're looking for. And at that point, Vladimir says, to arms, all of you. Prepare to fight Strahd's minions. And with that, then, Sir Godfrey begins to cast a spell.
Uh-oh.
Probably wrong.
And he casts it onto... No one's doing anything. But Wulfril, Starfire, and Irina, you all gain 5 temporary hit points. Right?
Oh.
As
Okay.
as aid is cast on you, and it lasts for 8 hours. So your target hit points maximum and current hit points increase by 5. So your maximum goes up by 5 and your current hit points go up by 5.
Okay. Thanks. I feel great.
So that was Irina, Wulfril, and Starfire.
Right. Okay. Great. So I guess we better hit the road then.
8 hours.
The hours. How long will it take us to get back to Wachterholt?
Let me just quickly go back to the main map and work that out for you. You feel it will be some time. It won't be a.
It's not a quick journey, is it? It's not like we have horses and a cart to all pile onto.
You've got a cart.
We've got a cart, but we've got nobody to pull the cart. Unless we can conjure some sort of ghost steed to pull the cart.
Why do we need the ghost steed?
I don't know. Unless we can call horses forth. I can't. That Cage can't.
Can Wulfril turn into a horse? Just out of curiosity.
Oh.
I haven't turned into a horse before, but I'm not ruling it out. Would be hard for everyone to ride one horse, though.
That's so true.
Now, basically, you made it from the winery to Argynvost in one day, didn't you? Just you arrived there just as it was night time, yeah? So it's depending on which way you go. So from Argynvost you can continue east down to the old Lunar River and then head north up to that bridge just outside of Vallaki, which would be the quickest, in which case it'd probably take you 5 hours maybe to get there, 4 or 5 hours. Or you can go back through the main road back into the Savalich Woods and then turn right and then come back along the main roads, which would be easier and more certain going along sort of main roads. But yeah, there's an option. Yeah, I mean, you can have a look at your own map. You guys have got your own maps. So I forgot about that. Got your own maps.
Yeah, we just
Let's pick the way that Duncan hasn't thought about, has no preparation for.
What's that?
Duncan's prepared.
Yeah, no, I'm prepared. I'm prepared.
Let's just think about the bit that he hasn't got ready for and go there now.
Yeah, that's right.
You mean like go to the Amber Temple without the Dust Elves?
Yeah.
Or go straight to Strahd's castle?
Something where he goes, oh, for fuck's sake.
Straight to the castle. Straight to the castle. Yeah, that's right.
Straight to the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, without the sun sword, without useful things that can help us.
Yeah, where you die immediately.
That's it.
You know, or maybe we can just decide that we're on the side of the knights and Strahd wants to be tormented forever and we just go buy an inn somewhere, set up a little bed and breakfast, and we just don't do anything to live out our lives in Barovia.
Yeah, and then wait till another party comes along that we can sort of just gel there. Maybe work with them. There might be 100 years.
True. Could be. I live a long time though. I suspect Wolfrill's the same. And Ia.
But I don't.
You're the only one that's gonna die. You'll die for
You and Cage will be gone, but the girls will still be standing.
But I don't. That's what I was saying. I don't.
Did Duncan just leave? He just was like, nah, fuck this shit.
He's like, God damn it, they're going to just ruin it all.
Vladimir turns to you in your mid-conversation and he says, are you seeking to go to the Amber Temple? I warn you that
We are, actually.
this very fort, mansion, this very keep, the Wachterholt itself was built here by Argynvost to protect this domain before it fell into Strahd's dark clutches. This was built here to protect the innocent from the dark powers that inhabit the Amber Temple. You should not go there unprepared, ill-equipped, or in any kind of foolhardy manner, for unknown, unbelievably dark powers are to be found there.
That's
with
helpful,
them.
Because no one's ever mentioned dark powers at the Amber Temple before.
No. What sort of equipment do you think we should take with us if we were going that way?
XA on the dark power bullshit.
He says, you have been warned. Argynvost built this place to protect against those who would meddle with the various powers of darkness and corruption that tempt those that enter within its walls.
Do you think at the Amber Temple we would find out more about Strahd and therefore, of course, more about how to torment him and fulfill your mission?
Vladimir turns back to you and he says, you must bring Argynvost's head back here to be reunited so that we at last can rest and that hope can be brought to the many souls and soulless of this land, so that Strahd's grip on them is lessened and his torment greatened. But you must not dispatch Strahd from this mortal and immortal coil that wraps around his throat. And you must not let him get this woman, and he grabs Marina quickly. Titania must never fall to him. Find your Sergei. Find him to the west and be reunited forever and rest in his arms peacefully. And with that, he says, now go. Go, be gone from Argynvost.
Any further clues in west, like to find Sergei? Like west is very broad.
Were we looking to the west from
the hill, the Druid's Hill?
Yes, to Hill, yeah. But
yeah.
Wait.
Yep.
The fake visions that.
Yep. That was from the Druid's place at Yester Hill.
Isn't everything to the west a vision and not real? I ask him.
I do not know what you speak.
Do you know Yester Hill?
It is close to nightfall. You may rest here this evening and leave tomorrow morning. Go to the end of this hall and find yourself somewhere to rest. Perhaps you, and he turns to you, Starfire, you might find something in your ancestors' study. Go to the end of this hall and take to the double doors to the north. Rest in his study. Seek what you seek. Sleep, and in the morning, take yourselves and begin your journey back to Ravenloft to find our master and bring his remains together again.
Okay. Right then. Okay, so let's go to the study and regroup. So the study was along the hallway. It's this way, right, Duck? This door, if I can mark it. Where Fisk is. There?
Yeah, nope, it's down here where Fisk is there. So, opening the door.
Mm-hmm.
You can open this into a study. Just give me 2 secs. So just give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to try and find something that just seems...
It's okay. I'm going to take a short break and I will be back in a second.
Seems to be a thing. Ah, there it is. Okay. See it, Sweeney. Right, okay, sorry. Right, I found it. Okay, cool. I'll wait for Maria to come back. Right. So, are you all going to this room?
Nope.
So,
I'll go.
Irina and Cage are there. Ia, you're back there, okay. Wolfrill and Fisk, you guys are at the door. What are you going to do? Wolfrill's gone in. Fisk and Ia, what are you two doing?
I'm just hanging back, kind of a bit confused by this whole situation.
So you're staying back there, just outside where Vladimir and the revenants are?
Probably be up near Fisk, like there, I reckon. Is where I'm just gonna chill out for a bit. Just kind of hang back and just be like, what the fuck just happened?
Right. Alright. Okay, got Maria back? Alright. So, as you enter in this room is a haven for dust and cobwebs. 3 narrow windows allow slivers of the fading light of the day to illuminate bare oak shelves along the walls and a torn, padded chair lying on its side near a cavernous hearth. A picture above the mantel has been slashed, its lower half hanging down below the frame like a torn piece of flesh. An iron door set in the south corner of the west wall hangs open on one hinge. As you're crossing into the room, Maria, you hear the soft flapping sound of wings, but are unable to discern its origin. And then suddenly, a single piece of parchment blows off the top of a bookshelf, spirals lazily in the air, and lands gently at your feet.
Hey. Okay. I will pick the parchment up. And I will read a said parchment. Trouble.
It should be up on your screen, yeah? It appears to be some form of a journal. A torn page from a journal.
Okay. My night's fallen. Blah, blah, blah.
As the rest of you are waiting while Starfire reads this, you look around. You can see the slash picture. You also see that that it looks like that this has been broken into, and on the bookshelves lies one book.
You guys can all see that as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Okay, so what you guys can do, this is where he said you could rest.
We do a search of the room for anything else that we can find.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, there's one book on the bookshelf. The door that leads into what used to be clearly a vault over here. The walls of this room are lined with lead. Empty chests and shattered vases lie strewn upon the floor. Their contents plundered.
Okay, so I'll grab the book from the bookshelf. I'm guessing it's part of the journal, is it?
No, it's not. The book is titled The Oath of Celestial, and it's been partially burned and its cover slashed by a sword. Its crumbling book reveals that it seems to be some sort of devotional text for knights from a place called the Holy Empire of Valentia. Valentia, perhaps.
Valentia. Okay. Who wants to read the book? Maybe Cage?
Yep. Anything risky, Cage?
Cage is into that, that's right. His exit is parked right outside. So he sits down and begins to read it, and then slowly, the next time you look at him, he's sound asleep, exhausted, as nightfall has finally wrapped its dark hug around Argynvost, and light now seems to have disappeared. So did you want to light a light to continue reading anything? Or are you all just going to curl up? And Fisk and Ear, you're still in the hallway. Are you guys doing anything?
I think we'll go into the main area.
I guess we should set watch, right?
Maybe let's...
Cage is obviously not on first watch.
No.
So he's passed out.
I'll do first watch.
So Ear, as you're looking at the slashed picture that sits above the room there, the picture shows the mansion in better days, under clear winter skies with snow-capped mountains in the background. The top of the chapel tower glows like a silver beacon.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you can see, but then the rest of it is flipped back down.
I'll take first watch.
Okay. I guess before everybody passes out and goes to sleep, are we still going to go Amber Temple first? Go Wachterholt, Amber Temple, then deal with the head? Or do you think if we don't deal with the head first, we're going to end up with a mess of revenants on our butts?
I reckon we do Amber Temple, get the Sun Sword, because then we can get them on our side as well, kind of situation, like big gang.
I feel like we need to have all of our weapons in place before we go to Raven's Loft. Otherwise, how do we battle everything?
Yeah, that's what I reckon. What are we doing about old mate and his wolf situation? Because we need diamond dust so that I can do greater restoration.
We do. So we do need to go to Wachterholt because we need the diamond dust, right?
Yeah, so we go to Wachterholt, then Amber Temple. No, we go to Wachterholt, remove curse, then Amber Temple, and then deal with this Strahd situation.
Was it
is
situation?
What was that?
Sorry?
Situation.
Because I said it's just a situation. It doesn't, Strahd doesn't run the whole fucking thing. It's just a situation.
Yeah.
Strahd's just part of the journey, isn't he?
Yeah, no, I'd say he's the all and all of this, not just the situation.
So just throwing it out there, but what if poor Strahd? I know they want to torment him forever. Because the knights, I feel like there was a mixed message in terms of freeing all the souls. Maybe by bringing the dragon's head back, we will help free Barovia. Maybe it's one of those steps, like, you need to do 3 things to free the country. And one of them is the dragon's head. I don't know, just putting it out there. What if Strahd is not as bad as everybody thinks?
Oh, that he is.
What if we just kill him?
They don't want us to kill him. You can't say that. The knights will be all over us if we say that. We have to go along with the tormenting Strahd bit. Yeah. It's a tough one. And to the west for Arena's Sergei?
It seems very ambiguous.
It is really ambiguous, isn't it? It's really red.
Not for me.
I mean, the pool. What pool? I think we're going to have to go back and talk to the winery holders to say, have you heard of a pool?
I'm just going to open the map and have a look at the map again.
And see if there's something obvious. Maybe.
Luna Lake.
I feel like there's various little baby lakes and stuff.
Yeah, but not particularly to the west. The Raven River and the Luna River come out of the west. Maybe we could swim out of here.
I'm wondering if the pool is going to be one of those things that's in like a temple somewhere or somewhere else. Like, I keep thinking of Lazarus Pool. Man. One of those things where it'll be hidden at the bottom of a castle somewhere. Maybe not just like an open swimming pool type deal.
All right, who's after me in the watch list?
I'll go next. I'm going to read for a bit anyway. I'm going to read this book and see if there's anything in there.
So, hang on. So, Ia, you were on watch, yeah?
Yeah.
So, who took first watch?
Me.
Yeah. And then Starfire's taking second watch.
Okay, cool. All right.
And then, who's next?
Who's next?
Fire. So we've got Ia, Fire, Fisk. Do you want to go next?
I'd rather come up at the back end of dawn.
Okay.
Right.
So it's going to be Wolfril or Cage. Who would like to go next? We'll say Cage.
I'll go next.
I'll make it.
I'll go next. Yeah,
Okay.
Kate seems to forget to wake people up.
Cage, Fisk.
Which is why I like to come up at the back end of dawn. If I don't take it, I end it.
You're either first or last so that you get in a good sleep. That's what you're saying.
No, it's so that I know
That's the way to do it. If you're going to do it, that's the way to do it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Alrighty. That's the watch order, Dunk.
All right.
Are we
So,
going to put Cage on watch given he's a werewolf? Possibly. Maybe.
Well, he hasn't killed us yet.
But he has forgotten to wake people up on watch before. More than once.
That's true.
That's very true.
Fucking Cage.
Fucking Cage.
Well, maybe
Cage.
Sorry, you
Go on watch someone. Maybe Cage should share a watch with someone else when he goes on watch until we know he's going to stay awake.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that Fisk and Cage go together.
Unlucky Fisky. It looks like it's the end of the road for you, mate.
You and the werewolf.
How many times can Fisk come back to life?
This is one of those guys. He just comes back.
So the night progresses without any particular incident. All of you are now able to long rest and bring yourselves back up to speed. When you awake, the revenants are no longer around.
Okay. Well, cheerio, Argynvost.
So from here, are you going to go back to... I'll move you to the main map now. And you can go from there. So let's do that.
Need to sort out Cage. So Wachterholt, ex-Valakai, to get the diamond dust, as he has so kindly pointed out. Though we've never had that conversation with Cage if he wants to stay a werewolf, you know.
He might be liking it. His eye did heal.
Yeah, he's got some amazing healing powers out of it.
How's my foot?
Still wolf-like. Was it wolf-like? Yeah, it was wolf-like. It was a paw, wasn't it? Yeah.
Big paw.
Yeah.
Black and wolf-like, yeah.
Yeah. So the rest of you still have your various afflictions.
My bad teeth.
Maybe he's onto something.
Beg your pardon?
Maybe Cage is onto something.
Maybe
we should all
maybe,
become werewolves to heal.
The pack.
Take a bite, heal ourselves, and then... But coming back to the whole thing of Strahd and making a pact with the dark powers, are we not worried that we are now part of the curse because we made those pacts inadvertently? So we have the same issue, that if we die we come back as vampires, or that we are going to be stuck here forever because we made a pact with dark powers?
Truly hope not.
I'm actually quite concerned about that.
Didn't think about it until now.
Oh, really? Because if he made a pact, killed somebody, died, came back as a vampire, stuck in Barovia, who's to say that we're not the replacements for Strahd?
The replacements.
I don't like the Duncan smiling.
Yeah, like if we take out Strahd, because we've also made a pact with the dark powers, how do we know that we just don't replace Strahd? Just thinking out loud.
Want to replace him?
Sorry?
Don't we want to replace him?
No,
yeah,
we
but
just want to get rid of him.
But if part of...
Because I would like to be Strahd too.
If part of Strahd's curse is keeping him here because of his pact with the dark powers, how do we know that we're not in the same boat?
Okay, so...
I'm just going to leave that with people to think about. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a problem for later on. Okay, so where are we off to? Where is it? On the map. We're going back to Wallachia, aren't we?
Yeah. You do realise, though, if we have made a dark pact, that Fisk is the only one who hasn't and will be the only one that survives this game. And he may actually need to kill all of us.
Yeah. Good luck with that, Fisk.
Fisk is currently feasting on pizza. Safe in the knowledge that, no matter how much he drinks, he's going to survive. He's going to be okay. All right, so...
He's all going to be okay.
So what are you guys doing?
I think we need to head back up to
So you have your own map. The Lunar River is to your east, or you can traverse back through the Salovich Woods to your west. So you can go through here, or you can go down to the Lunar River and north. Which way would you like to go?
Go straight.
I think we should go along the Lunar River. It looks like a shortcut. That always works well
in Barovia, doesn't it?
Always.
Shortcut always works well for us.
Yeah. Are we sure about that?
Think?
We don't have a boat, and the path doesn't go along the river, though, does it?
Oh, Maria.
Well, I just don't want to have to walk along a cute riverbank and, push through trees and shrubs if I don't have to.
How does it go?
So, dawn.
There is a path.
So it's now 1 hour after dawn, and Argynvost, despite the sort of steady, moderate rain overnight, the patter continues above the roof, or on the roof above you. As you make your way down.
What happened to?
Beg pardon?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was going to say what happened to our temporary hit points.
Well, they're gone now because it's only 8 hours, so they're gone. Sir Godfrey and the other revenants have also disappeared. There's no trace of them to be found in Argynvost. As you come down and you face the west, the dawn behind you, you see the road heading off to the west, then turning north. Yet you also know that you could traverse down the hill to the Lunar River that you could see in the dawn through the windows to the east, and perhaps trek back up to Valaki that way. So, moving 3 squares or 3 hexes at a time, where do you want to go? Who's...
I say follow the road, it'll be faster. We don't actually know which direction the river flows in, right? So even if we found a boat, we'd still have an issue.
Yep, and so you're heading back to Valaki?
No, I'm waiting to hear how the others want to vote.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really mind. Just as long as we get moving. Let's go the road then.
Okay. Road it is.
Do we want to go back to Valaki though?
Well, we were going to meet the Dusk Elves, remember? To then go to the Amber Temple. They were going to take us with them.
And we've got to get supplies and stuff.
Yeah, diamond dust.
How are we going to avoid the Vistani that live with the Dusk Elves? We don't really want to rock on in to see them.
Well, no, the Dusk Elves were going to meet us in town, remember, at the inn? They were coming to us.
That's right.
So as you continue on,
how do you think we're going to be received in
2 hours later?
Probably badly.
So now after 2 hours and your conversations have gone on, you're at the crossroads now. To the northeast, goes back up to the bridge where you turn southwest to go to the winery. You recognise this part of the track for you. You travelled here. No, you didn't. You didn't travel this way. You took the shortcut. You went north. That's right. So this is a new path, but to the east there's a signpost that says Valaki, and to the west there's a signpost that says Krezek, Krezk.
Oh, who was in Krezk? I've forgotten his name.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't remember his name.
Keep moving.
So where are you going? You're going to the east then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Continue to the east. The road then swings around another 1 hour, another 2 hours. And 3 hours you come to the crossroads and to the bridge over the Lunar River. You can almost smell Valaki an hour or so ahead of you. Do you continue on into the town?
What do you guys reckon?
I think we do.
Okay.
And bold. Feeling like we don't need to sneak in. I'm sure Lady Wachter will welcome us with open arms.
Just feign confidence. Well, it's not. Yeah, what's it called again? Now it's not Valaki. What is it?
Wachterholt.
Wachterholt.
Leningrad, St. Petersburg.
Should we all just like write on our t-shirts? Team Wachter.
What is going on there? Why can't I delete
That's a good idea.
Accepted.
We can put like little W's on our faces.
Yeah.
Hail Lady Wachter.
We're all here for it. We don't care.
That's right.
Just give me a sec. I'm just...
Okay.
Oh, wow. That killed a lot of things. That wasn't good. You guys still there?
Yep.
Cool, okay.
Yeah.
I think Roll20's just had a couple of issues. Right.
Yeah, it just cancelled me out.
It dropped me out for a while.
No, I think that's called being drunk, but sure.
I get a grip. I was running
How
away.
was the pizza, Burn?
We made pizza tonight. That was really cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, Dad, they've already been updated.
How was it, though?
You don't need to metagame my life, mate.
I'm always mitigating your life. I had to send Sandy an emergency message going, "Hey, is he still kicking?"
He was still fine. He is here. He is operating. He is okay.
Okay, you come to the outskirts of Valaki, and you're at the gate.
Very
As
good.
you can see now quite clearly, the sign that says Valaki, as you've approached, has now been replaced with Wachterholt. I think, is it Wachterholt? Hang on.
Wachterholt.
Let me just get my notes. You'll need to unlock your iPhone first. Thanks, Siri. That's good.
God, that's
What do you
annoying.
tell Alexa?
Yeah, Wachterholt.
It's whiskey night, Alexa.
So, Wachterholt.
Wachterholt.
And you can see that the town guard are essentially the same, although their uniform is slightly different. There is no particular crest, but they are certainly different. And there are a number of guards on the gate, and the gates are still shut, even though it's daytime. Ahoy there, travellers! Do you seek entry to Wachterholt?
Yes, we do. We're actually returning.
Yeah, man.
We helped Anuri to expedite a shipment, so we're just returning after helping them out.
You've come from the winery, right? Open the gates! Open the gates! And the gates begin to open.
Okay.
And
Good thinking.
and as you go in, one of the guards approaches you and seems to be sort of more senior, like a senior NCO, and he says, you've come from the winery. Is this true?
Yes, we were helping.
You are Madam Starfire and Lord Cage and party?
Yeah, that would be us.
I have orders from Lady Wachter to escort you to Wachterholt immediately.
Okay.
Things have changed here.
Yes, things are much better now, for we do not need to smile and pretend. And so they basically, the party is taken past, you go past the church. What you do notice is that there, for this time of day, which is about lunchtime, there's not a lot of people out and about. And you come and you go past the Blue Water Inn now, which is where you might recall you stayed, and then they take you to escort you to the north to Lady Wachter's mansion, which you recognise. As you're standing out in front of it, you notice now that there are a number of guards who have joined behind you, and there are basically about 10 guards coming down from the north who now stop and form like a a line across the road to the north. Lady Wachter comes out, and with her there are a number of other armed guards, and certainly she looks towards you and she says, "I see that you have now chosen to return. These traitors that you are, promising to support me and abandon me at the whim of the Burgomaster Vargas, who has fallen and in fact was executed the day before. It's a shame that you couldn't perish with him. And I see Irina step forward," and she points to Irina, and Irina sort of looks doubtfully and sort of looks towards you guys as to what she should do.
This steps forward and goes, "You need to calm the fuck down. We are not involved in any of your local politics. We have taken sides with no one. We have simply gone elsewhere, and now we have returned."
A voice from behind Lady Wachter, and this large soldier steps forward, sort of out of a shadow that you didn't really notice before. "Cease talking to Lady Wachter as you are, you impertinent scum. Step back in line. Lady Irina, I beseech that you join Lady Wachter. Step away from these traitors, who will be put to death for their crimes in consorting and cavorting with Vargas in the folly that was once known as Valaki."
We've never even met Vargas and have never been involved in anything, as my companion said. And Irina is staying with us.
And with that...
Okay, I'm going to put dragon breath on him, Duncan, and start a fight.
Okay, with that, the guards...
Oh!
What's the weather like?
Shit!
That's it. We take none of his crap. He's getting dragon breath.
Nigga got excited.
Buckskin.
He flicked that switch.
Right, okay. Everyone roll for initiative then. Grief.
No, fuck it. We're not taking this. Let's see.
All right, I'll just need to...
I can't see my token.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to have to paste you all on, I think. Wait, I'll just go get you guys. Just be a sec. Didn't expect that. All right.
Oh, you love it when we go nuts.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition amongst our...
Oh, that was the end of that game.
That's right.
There's only like 10 soldiers and a few people with Lady Wachter.
No. There are 10 more who came from the north. As you now look round, you see that there are about 30 to 35 armed militia guards around you, plus old tough guy in the front.
We can take them. It's all good.
Well, you are.
You forget, Cage is going to, when Cage rolls, there's going to be a tidal wave. Take out that entire contingent.
All right,
to the north.
roll your stuff, guys. Roll your stuff.
Okay.
Oh, this is great.
No, I still can't see my token, but I'll roll anyway.
You should be able to. Yeah, hang on. I'll just up there.
Says my companion is overexcited and emotional. She doesn't understand what she's saying.
No, she's acting.
Fairly severe circumstances that we've just come back from, Lady Wachter. I apologise. I will personally deal with her. And
I'm still going to freeze that guy's ass. He's so rude.
I will personally take it upon myself.
And we'll say,
Irene's going to step up and back Fisk too and say, Lady Wachter, these are our friends.
So I need initiative rolls if you guys got those, and I need
Persuasion.
basically a persuasion check, please. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
From Marina.
Yeah.
I'm still dragon breathing that guy though, because he's just rude. Just rude. So he. So without initiative. That's to put him in his place.
Right. Let me get to that. I just need to add.
Just dragon.
Right, so I've just got some of the guard added. That'll do for the moment.
It's okay. They're about to get hit by a tidal wave when it comes to Cage's turn, so don't get too attached.
Oh my goodness. What's going on here? What's gone wrong? The entire game's gone off the rails, Maria. You're all people. Last I would expect to...
Yeah, usually the calming influence.
I sat back and thought Maria will just be nice and calm and...
The peaceful monk has just gone, no.
Yeah,
That's it.
Remember what happened to me last week?
Oh my goodness, right, okay, hang on. I need more. Right.
Thanks,
And I don't... Oh.
Keeps dunk on his toes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that my beloved Rictardo?
Where's Rictavo?
Where is Rictavo?
Lord Vasili.
Lord Vasili.
Oh,
yes,
Lord Vasili.
yes.
Come save us. Done fucked up.
We don't need to be saved. Come on, we took on druids. We took on loads of stuff.
And almost died every time.
There's a shitload of things appearing on the screen because you lost your shit.
I'm just teaching the rude man a lesson with my breath weapon. That's all.
All right.
Just apologise like you wouldn't believe. Hey, Lady Wachter, we present a clear and present danger to your adversaries. We are the best weapon you potentially have into the future. Ignore the misbehaviour of some of my more emotional.
All right. So
I would like.
Where's your persuasion? Where's your persuasion, Fisk? Have you given me a persuasion yet? No, you haven't.
I'm trying.
Irina did hers.
You talk about as well as JFK. And the American people would, at this time, with Russia and Soviets.
That persuasion is 21. That is
right.
JFK persuasion.
So this right, when with your silver breath, if he passes it, what happens? Does he take half damage, or what's the thing on your thing? You need to let me know. Yeah, please. So
yeah.
So I'm starting with that with a surprise round, and then Fisk, you're quickly getting in to then mitigate the situation. Okay, and a persuasion of 21. All right.
Yeah.
So this is how it goes down. So what's the answer, Maria?
So hang on. The creature takes 2d6 damage on a failed save and half as much damage on a successful one. The damage increases to 3d6 at 6th level, 4d6 at 11th. Blah blah
so
blah.
So you're at at what? So what's at your level? How much is it? Oh, you rolled 10.
So
you rolled 10 anyway. So
yeah, I rolled 10. So it's 5 for him if he saves.
Right. So Lady Wachter was next to him. You realise that's what you're getting her as well, or you're just aiming off to get him.
Just him. I'm focused on him.
Right.
Because he was so rude.
Okay. So rude.
That's how we treat rude boys. We give them a blast of cold to calm them down.
Blast of cold. So, what happens is you blast out at this guy, the guard that stepped out of the thing and basically told you to shut up. And he basically ducks out of the way, but part of his arm is caught and freezes, and he screams in pain. And at that point, a whole heap of the guards draw their weapons. Then Fisk suddenly jumps forward and begins to mitigate all this this trauma, you know, the shit that's going on. And he basically says what he said rambling before. And
rambling, it was fairly clear.
It's very clear, says Fisk. And
I think the rambling was coming elsewhere.
And so Fisk basically goes, stop, 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 and he gets down sort of half and puts his hands out and says, stop, stop. And Lady Wachter places her hand up, and she goes, Irina, my dear, before there is any more bloodshed, please come, step forward. And at that particular point, Irina sort of looks towards you, Starfire, then towards you, Fisk, searching as for an answer. What should she do? Should she step forward or should she stay with you?
Irina, you know that your best form of protection is with us.
Stick with us, Irina.
You want
Everyone needs to calm down.
Okay.
Irina.
Anyone else going to take an offensive action?
No.
Wolfrel?
No, I'm going to try to throw myself into the persuasion as well and just say...
Calm down, everyone, calm down. And
yeah.
Irina sort of looks and she goes, okay, and she looks at all the guards around with all their weapons. Some of them have arrows drawn, some of them have swords. And Lady Wachter, you can see, is already sort of half enchanted some form of spell. And she's just holding off in her hand, just finishing the last of the semantics. And then she lets it go. And she goes, Lord Vasili. As Lord Vasili makes an appearance, standing next to Lady Wachter.
He must have heard Ear's wish.
He goes, I am sure there is nothing but a simple misunderstanding here. My good friends, surely you were waylaid in your promise to Lady Wachter to assist her with Lord Vargas. Is that not true?
Lord Vasili, so good to see you.
Indeed it is.
Indeed correct. Confusion reigns, tired people, frayed tempers.
I see. This is very true, and it is handy that I was passing by. Now, I dare say that it is most important that I have appeared at this particular point in time. Lady Wachter, I beseech you to release into my charge these good people, for I shall take their honour upon my own. For you see, and he reaches around, just a sec. He reaches into his pockets, as he does, which is what we all do. Hang on.
Deep pockets.
Deep pockets. Deep pockets.
I was going to say, Lady Wachter wouldn't be drinking wine if it wasn't for us.
Well, that is very true.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to remind them that we were helping the wizards of the winery with some urgent shipment issues because they were taken over by evil beings.
Just bear with me, guys. Sorry.
It's okay.
Alright. Sorry. Here we go. Just take my filter off. And here I am in all my glory. And
well, that's not it.
Hey, he reaches into his pocket and brings out a leather satchel, and he says, "Lady Wachter, please disperse with the guards. let me do as I need with these good people. Lady Wachter looks very confused. Everything was really going well for another execution, and suddenly Vasili has turned up impetuous, and she sort of, yet somehow you sense that Vasili has some power over Wachter, Lady Wachter. Perhaps it was hinted at earlier when you all dined together as how she provided some sort of deference to him, but at this particular point she flicks the wrists and the guards sheath their weapons and lower their arrows. The guard that is injured is taken by one of the other men back his side to Lady Wachter's building. The other guards just sort of stand and Lady Wachter goes in a firm voice, "Well, Lord Vasili, they are yours. Irina, I beseech that you join." And Vasili quickly interjects and says, "Lady Wachter, it is the wish of my lord that Irina stays in the charge of these people." And Wachter sort of takes a sort of step back and goes, "I see, Lord Vasili." And Vasili reaches in and brings out a number of envelopes that have a red seal on the back, and he hands them each to all of you.
One each?
One each. One each. Is anyone going to open the envelope, breaking the red seal?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Lord.
And out comes...
Cage is like into his...
Out comes a document.
It's an invitation to a party, right?
Right.
At Ravenloft?
It is indeed. My friends, know that it is I who have brought you to this land, my home, and know that I alone can release you from it. I bid you dine at my castle so that we can meet in civilized surroundings. Your passage here will be a safe one. I await your arrival. Your host, Srad von Zarvarch.
We accept.
Fantastic.
I accept.
Vasili says, you should take rest this evening, and tomorrow journey to Ravenloft, and dine tomorrow night with Lord Strahd. Until then, I have reserved rooms for you at the Blue Water Inn. The Matakovs will attend to your needs and assist you in preparing for tomorrow evening's most fine dinner.
Is this like formal dress? We should probably get some decent clothes.
And with that, he turns and disappears beyond the soldiers and into the small crowd that had gathered in anticipation of yet another Wachter execution, as the township of Wachterholt, as you turn and look round, looks almost unhappier, despite the artificial happiness, than it was before. Darkness has returned to the land, and as you turn to look back down to the south towards where the Blue Water Inn is, a chill mist rolls in from the east and blankets the land in fog, and you feel the mist forming on your foreheads, the heat and the rush of potential battle stark against the cold and clammy feel and press of the fog. And with that, we'll end tonight's game, and you guys can spend a couple of minutes now deciding what you do, but essentially you're back at the Blue Water Inn, and I'll tidy this this chaos of guards up.
You're looking forward to dropping a tidal wave.
All right. So next game, should we like go to the store first, grab supplies, clothes, whatever? And then we have to go to the castle, don't we? We don't have time to go to the temple.
We won't, and the elves aren't due for another few days at any rate, right?
Yeah.
I think
we had like 3 days. What?
Is there a date on the invite?
It's the night after. So we're dining the following night. We rest tonight and then we dine the following night at Strahd. That's what Vasili said.
Are you sure? Can you show me that?
That's what he said.
Yeah, but can you show me that?
Are you 8 years old?
I want to see my invite. Okay.
I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah. Someone squashed that bug.
So the invite you can see and hand out. So if you go into your Roll20, you should be able to see hand out Strahd's invitation and look at it at your leisure. But Vasili had said to you that Strahd expects you tomorrow night, and that he had made bookings for tonight for you at the Blue Water Inn, which is where you've now returned and been given basically the same rooms that you had previously.
Best might have to roll with disadvantage because of his inability to listen.
Yeah, Fisk rolls mostly with a disadvantage from my experience, but anyway.
Someone needs to deal with that. Well, you're going to have problems, mate.
Was there something strange about the timing and the way that Lord Vasili appeared just as Lady Wachter released a spell?
Yeah.
She didn't release the spell.
She didn't.
She had one forming, just as as almost as a combat reaction. She was probably going to cast something at you guys because you just basically breath weaponed right next to her.
As you do.
But then when Vasili came, she basically dropped it.
So he did walk up. He didn't appear out of nowhere.
No. He walked in from the south, basically. Pushed his way in past the guards and sort of said, Lady Wachter, as I did, which you can review on YouTube tomorrow.
So can I just confirm timings? It's 9:30, is it? Is that correct?
What do you mean?
Now? Yes.
Yeah, 9:30 exactly, yeah.
Yeah, is that when we normally finish?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Just because I'm used to us being like 6 hours different, so...
6 hours?
Normally I'm starting to play the game now, and to be finishing now is highly...
No, you're not.
Highly
you're only an hour in front of us.
Because of
you're just making shit up. Just stop.
Anyway, so 7:30 to 9:30 is the game, unless we all want to change it to 8 to 10. That's the only thing. I can't bring it forward really too easily, so I'm happy to go 7:30 to 9:30 or 8 to 10, whatever you guys want to do.
You brought it forward because of Sydney time.
Yeah. But now Sydney time's back to normal time.
Sydney time, which actually threw me tonight because I had not. It's only just happened. So I'm
when the clocks went back.
Normally going, we're about to start. So it doesn't bother me if we go later now, if that suits anyone else. But I was just asking because it's so early for me.
That's right.
I'm normally going, we've just started, and you're going, we're finished now. I'm going, what the fuck?
Okay, I've just put notes up anyway, so you can have a look at the notes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So plus I'd want to leave it there because that was you guys did everything perfectly from my DMing point of view. You came back to Wachterholt, you got nearly executed. Vasili saved the day and handed you an invite from Strahd himself to come dine with him in the castle.
Is that like you've been served?
Kinda.
Yeah.
In Barovia, that's exactly like it. Yeah, that's totally it.
Okay. I think Strahd's interested in us because he knows we've made a dark pact and his way out is for us to take over the curse. That's my new line of thinking. What do you reckon, Nikki? Going to be replacements. We die, we get turned into vampires.
I think there's going to be a new leader in town who takes measured approaches to conversation.
It's going to be a reckoning.
There's a new sheriff in town.
Or sheriffs.
The sheriff's not taken into this random the way to tell everyone because you see the wrong way.
Maybe we should just lightning bolt our way out of this town and ride like the wind.
Ride like the wind.
And
Anyway, but there you go. If you can see, that's your journey so far, and we've just now got just here to the invite.
Oh, are you mind mapping us? Nice.
Oh, just tracking, just like mapping everything that you've done, you know.
Okay.
So right from the ship from the storm.
Nice.
Right at the beginning and all the way through, just so I can keep track of what you've done, where you're going, and what needs to happen.
Nice.
So anyway, because it's a very it's the most complicated module on the planet, but it's awesome. But anyway,
it is an awesome.
There is so much shit going on in this game. But so there we go. So now the invite has been passed, and if we were playing in person, like in my Beetle and Grimm, like I've got actually invites to print off and wax seals I could put on, and
I'm waiting for mine. It only takes 2 days to send that, mate.
That's right.
I'll collect mine when I see you next.
1101 185 Macquarie Street, Sydney.
That's right. I should.
And anybody else just here?
I should post them out.
What is the one from Nemo? 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
What was that from, Matt?
Nemo.
There we go. All right, so.
Okay, well, thanks everybody. That was fun. Nice to see you.
Cool. Yeah, good to see everyone. Hope everything's okay with your family, Nikki. The hospitals and all that sort of stuff. So that's good. And yeah, you too, Maddie. Hope everything's all right with your old man.
Yeah, gosh.
Slightly late. He had a dinner on, but he's
slightly late, a little bit drunk, but he made it.
Wasn't?
That's right.
That's
just in time to. Well, mind you, just in time to to roll a 21 in persuasion to
like bullshit.
Defuse situation.
A bit late, a bit drunk, and that's the Bernard guarantee.
There we go. All right, guys. Thanks very much. I'm off to Canberra this week, but I'm back in 2 weeks. And if you guys are planning on if you're not planning on going to the castle, can you let me know? Because it's kind of a big prep session. So not, but you have. But can I just say that Lord that Strahd has written that you will have safe passage for the dinner. That is written in the invite.
But there is no safe passage back from the dinner guaranteed.
Yeah.
Oh no! You're safe passage to and from the dinner.
Oh, okay. This could be treated as a recce session then. It could be like a recce. See if we can find the dragon's head. See if we can get some info, and then come back.
If we trust him.
I think at this point we have no real option. We will be going to dinner.
Yeah,
don't have to.
We can't prep though.
We don't have to. But
we have to.
Not to.
Don't have to, but we have to. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So we're going. We will be dressing in our finest, and just got some shopping to do because he wants to look good.
All right, cool. So send me any messages that your characters want to do in the basically afternoon that you've got, because you'll need to set off in the morning to make the castle at night. But
is he picking us up in a carriage, or are we walking there?
Well, Vasili does indicate that you'll be collected by carriage.
Thank you.
Nice.
Fist doesn't like walking.
Yeah.
No, I don't like walking.
So I did. That was my bad. I forgot to add that to append that a carriage will be awaiting for you once you've broken fast in the morning.
Thank you.
Cool.
Okay.
Look forward to it. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
See ya.
Thank you.
No problem.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.